Hello and welcome to the Avrum Rosensweig Show.
Welcome to one of the internet's best podcasts, where we dive deep into the lives of the extraordinary and fascinating people who leave an indelible mark on our world. Join us as we explore their captivating stories, remarkable achievements, and unique perspectives that shape history and inspire generations. Get ready to embark on a journey through the lives of inspiring people unlike any other.
Hello, folks, and welcome to my show. I am Avrum Rosensweig, and I am delighted to be here together with you. The purpose of the show is to pay honor to humankind, to really have us sit up and look at what we have accomplished over time and to see the brilliance, really, of our creations and just the development of technology and the development of medicine and nutrition throughout the world. Of course, there are problems, many problems on our planet, but I think we really have to start focusing on the goodness and the greatness, in fact, of which we're responsible for. I think by doing that, we will bring much more peace to our world because we'll be proud of ourselves. When somebody's proud of themselves, they sort of stand up and look and they go, yeah, this is good. I want to spread this around. The other thing that I've been working on doing since October 7th in particular is really to make a statement that we are proud to be Jews. Those people who are watching who are of the Jewish faith, we all need to remind ourselves that despite the anti-Semitism that is rearing its ugly head in the world, that we are the Jewish people. And we have done some incredible things ourselves throughout the last 3,500 years. We have gifts that we have offered to the world. We are a very kind people. We are full of chesed, which is kindness. At the core of who we are is the idea of Yahavta l'rechet kamocha. One should love their brother and sister as they love themselves. It's important to do that. We are the Jewish people. We are proud to be Jews. Now, in sync with that, we are bringing our Jewish community together today, and we are doing so. But I'm interviewing Wakibi Benjamin, who is a Ugandan Jew. How are you, Wakibi?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am great, man, and it's so nice to have you. I'm so excited about our interview.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too. You have a very nice smile.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you use Crest or Colgate?
Yeah.
You use Crest and Colgate, both?
Yeah, I do.
He likes to go by the name Benjamin. Now, listen to who our guest is today. He's 25 years old. He has eight siblings. His mom and dad, thank God, are still with us. He lives in Mbali. It's called Mbali?
Mbale.
Right. And he is a volunteer within the Jewish community. He teaches Hebrew to both kids and adults, preparing them for their bar and bat mitzvah. And he does other religious programs as well. Now, you used to be the chazan, am I correct?
Yes.
The chazan, we should explain, is a cantor, which means that Benjamin is a singer. And there's some beautiful music which has come out of his community. The community is called the Abayudaya. Abayudaya. Did I say it correctly?
Exactly.
Yes. So,
particularly in Samega Kungulu Jewish community.
Welcome to our show, Benjamin.
Thank you.
So let's sort of get to the crux of the Jewish community of Uganda. There are about 47 million people in Uganda, correct? Somewhere in that area. How many Jews are there?
We are over 2,000 Jews all together.
And they're somewhat spread out. Where would we find the Jewish communities?
Jewish communities are in different parts of the country. Like you may find other communities being in Mbale City, Namutumba district, Nalubembe, Palisa district, find the north yeah, Apache district, um, in Mukono, Kampala. Yeah,
Mostly the eastern part of Uganda, correct?
yes, most communities are found in the eastern parts of Uganda.
Okay. Now, your history is a fascinating history. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the founder, really, of the Jewish community, Seme Kangulu?
Eh, eh, do you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Yes, Semei Kakungulu was the founder of Judaism in Uganda, and I will just have a brief history. Um, being the founder of what of Judaism of the Abayudaya community in Uganda, Semei Kakungulu didn't know about Judaism, but it's through reading the Bible, then came to know about a religion called Judaism. When he read when he read the Bible and recognized and like had something about Judaism, he started practicing traditions and customs of Judaism. Uh, and the first thing he did was all about circumcision.
Yeah.
He 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 circumcised himself without and he felt that pain of the circumcision. And when he circumcised himself, he called all his followers and he circumcised them. After circumcising them, they became Jews. And in 19 and that was in 1919.
It,
So so
yeah, go ahead. Keep going. Yes.
so it's from since 1919 up to right now, Judaism still exists.
It's really a phenomenal story because the British were the colonizers, and they had influenced him and other people to really practice Christianity. And when he started reading the book, the Jewish book, he said to himself, "This is the original religion,
Exact,
and I'm going to go this route." It was phenomenal that he circumcised himself. That's the same story as Abraham in the Bible.
exactly.
So there's been a lot of, I think, sacrifice that Jews of Uganda have made over the years. You developed the community, and then along came in the 70s Idi Amin, whom we all remember.
Yeah, Idi Amin it was du, during during Idi Amin's regime. Idi Amin didn't want any other religion. Being the president, and he was and he was a Muslim, he didn't like any other religion in Uganda. He only wanted one religion to be in Uganda. So some of them converted to Islam. Some of the Jews converted to Islam in fear of being killed. So 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 it's just recent that that our elders revived again Judaism, brought back Judaism into existence.
And what has happened to us so much throughout history is that, like you said, Idi Amin was responsible really for the destruction of the community, except for about 300 people who would hide in caves and they would pray at night,
Yes.
which is really quite phenomenal because that means that there were people who were so committed to their
Yeah.
Jewishness.
Yes, there are people who love Judaism who were so committed to their religion. They were still Jews and they were praying in their caves at night during what night hours. But they were just but they ju- but they were just hiding. They risked their life because of their religion. They loved Judaism so much.
Now let's bounce forward a little bit to today. Is there anti-Semitism in Uganda today?
There is some, but not so much like those other years of Idi Amin.
Ha-
Being
Have
being
you
being,
have you have you
being in a
experienced
commu- be
anti-Semitism?
yeah be being in a being in a society of Christianity and Islam region, being the majority, we the Jews, we are the minority. So there are some misconceptions and misunderstandings. Um, like 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 Muslims, like Muslims, they think we wearing this kippot, they think we are also what we are also Muslims, and a Christian and Christians, they they, they call us that we are the people, we the Jews, we are the people who killed what who killed Jesus.
Yes.
But regardless, we are still strong.
Have you experienced anti-Semitism?
Once, only once, when I was still in high school.
Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, because I lived because I studied in a Christian school.
And today you're 25 years old, right?
Yeah.
And you're studying agriculture.
Yes.
Yeah, good for you. Since October 7th, the Hamas terrorist attack, the major terrorist attack on the southern part of Israel, have things changed at all for your community?
Not really, but we just had that fear in us, that we thought that the attack is for all the Jews in the whole world. So we had that fear that if they attacked Israel, maybe they are coming, they are also targeting other Jews in the diaspora. So we had that fear, but but we came together, and we prayed for peace and safety for both the land of Israel and the Jews in the diaspora.
Now, your communities have a relationship with the state of Israel. There are many Israelis who come back and forth from Israel to your community. The well known Rabbi Riskin, a few years back, actually came to the Ugandan Jewish community and converted the people within your communities through an Orthodox conversion, right?
Yes, I remember. I understand.
Do you remember that?
Yes, it was in a in an Orthodox community called the Puti.
So now within Israel, if you were to travel to Israel and you decided to live there, would you be recognized as a full Jew?
Yes, because we do practice all the traditions and customs of Judaism.
Right, and I think you have a strong affiliation with the Reform and Conservative communities, correct?
Yes, we are all Jews. We are all Jews.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's great. Sometimes these little things get in the way, right? Let's
We
talk. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
we, we we are all Jews regardless of the affiliations. We call ourselves Jews.
Let's talk about your Jewishness and how the Ugandan Jewish community actually practices. So here in Canada, I was born to a Jewish mother and father. Therefore, I'm considered halachically, according to Jewish law, a Jew. There are Jews here who convert to Judaism, and they are considered to be Jews. Is that the same situation in Uganda?
Yes, in Uganda, it's the same situation in Uganda. I- if you were born if you were born by 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 Jew parents, you you were Jew already. But
Right,
if
right.
if you want to convert, you there are processes you should go through. For example, if you want to convert, you should know you should know all the traditions and customs of Judaism, like the hala, halachic laws, kosher, Judaica. You should be knowing all that. Then after knowing all that, after learning all that, you pass through a mikveh.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Make a spiritual bath.
exactly.
Did you build? Does the community have a mikvah?
Yes, it has.
Have you gone?
Yeah,
What's it
and
like for you? What's it like for you going to the mikvah?
unfortunately, unfortunately, not every community that has a mikvah.
Yeah, right,
The
right.
Yeah. So
But
then our mikvah is far away from other communities.
so again, here in Canada, in Toronto, where I live, we can live our Jewishness any way we want. We can be Orthodox Jews, be halachic, follow Jewish law. We can be conservative and be a bit more liberal in our approach to Jewish law, and reform more liberal than that. And there are other denominations as well. In Uganda, how do people mostly practice their Jewishness?
In Uganda, we practice Judaism in a I can't call it in a unique way, but we do like we do gather for regular prayers, celebrations, and educational events where we could learn more about our history and traditions, um, and the traditions of the community. We we are blend of Jewish customs and traditions that is keeping kashrut, um, halachic halachic laws, keeping Shabbat, and celebration of Jewish festivals, say Hanukkah, Pesach, and also during prayers we play the instruments we play. More
Oh,
so when we are welcoming Shabbat, the instruments we play some good music and dance, traditional dance.
do you play an instrument?
Me,
Yes.
yeah, I do play a guitar, but I'm just learning. I'm
Okay.
still a learner. I'm
So let's
I'm
say,
I'm
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
not yet perfect.
One day you'll be perfect, Benjamin. I'm confident of that. So
Thank you.
let's talk about Judaism during the week. So you'll wake up in the morning, you'll put on tefillin.
Every morning we put on tefillin for for morning minyan.
Okay. Where did you get your tefillin?
Pardon?
Where did you get your tefillin?
From abroad. From abroad, we get some contributions from abroad.
So
They just
you
ship for us. The well wishers who wish to donate to our community just donate to us.
so you have your own tefillin then.
Yes, I'm having my own tefillin, and there is a group of of youths called the Abayudaya Association. They once distributed some of the some kipot and some talitots and menorah.
What about tzitzit? Do you ever wear tzitzit?
Yes,
You do. Do they have Chabad in Uganda, Lubavitch?
yeah, it's found in Kampala. The office is found in Kampala.
Have you met them?
Not really, not really. But I have ever tried contacting Rabbi Riskin.
Rabbi Riskin in Israel. Yes, yes. Is it strange to you at all when you see very, very religious Jews with black hats on and those long black coats and payut? Is that strange for you?
No, so so long as they are Jews, I don't. I don't see why I feel strange when I've seen such people. So long as they are Jews, have no problem with them.
So you embrace all Jews.
Exactly.
Very good. Now, as I said before, you were a chazan, you were a singer. So when you have services, can you still hear me okay?
Pardon,
You can still hear me okay?
pardon. I beg your pardon.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I can.
When you have services, you have shacharit services, which is a morning services.
Yes,
Do you have mincha and mariv as well, afternoon and evening services?
we in my community we 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 always have three services in a day. That's Shacharit, Minucha, and Mariv.
Right, right. And if somebody lost a family member, God forbid, they'll say Kaddish.
Yes, we do. We do say Kaddish when someone when someone has lost a family member. We and we and we normally say Mona's Kaddish to remember the fallen ones.
And you'll have Shiva, 7 days of mourning.
Yeah.
People sit on the ground.
Yes.
Wow. That's tremendous. That's what about kosher, Benjamin? How do you slaughter your animals? How do you get kosher food?
We slaughter animals by ourselves. We Jews, the only we are. I say that we are unique to other religions. Why? Because we keep kosher. We don't eat anyhow. We don't eat anywhere we find. So with the kosher, we keep kosher we do kosher by ourselves.
So you will you slaughter an animal?
Pardon?
Will you yourself slaughter an animal?
Yes, we were in a, we had a workshop for koshering an animal, and I can slaughter it.
Have you done that?
Yes, I have ever, and I have ever. They taught us the blessings for slaughtering,
How
because we are having an ordained Orthodox rabbi who organized for for for, for the workshop.
was it hard for you to slaughter an animal?
No, it isn't hard.
You realize most people here where I live, they would not do it. They couldn't do it. Benjamin, in Uganda, do you have pets in your house like dogs and cats?
Me, I don't have, but I don't others.
Like, do you have friends who have dogs?
Yeah, I'm a friend to dogs, but I'm not a friend to cats.
Okay, okay. Now, there are many songs which we sing on Shabbat, and very often you'll find, according to the culture of the country or what we learned from our parents and grandparents, the songs will change. For instance, I could sing a song here in Toronto, the prayer Adon Olam, which would be different than they might sing in the Jewish community of Romania or in Ecuador. You are a singer. Could you sing a prayer for us from the Shabbat prayers?
In our language or Hebrew.
Well, when you pray, so that's a really good point. When you pray, do you pray in your language or do you pray in Hebrew?
We use both languages. We
Okay.
we we pray both in Hebrew and in Luganda.
Okay. So can you sing us a prayer in Hebrew?
Can I sing? Can I sing Adon Olam
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
in in, in Hebrew? Isn't it?
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay, fine. This is a, this is our version. Adon Olam, Asher Malach, Adoni Olam Asher Malach Miteremu Kol Yatzil Nivra Le'etina Asa B'chefa Zokol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Be'achalei Kichalot Hakol Levado Imaloch Vehu Haya Vehu Hove Vehu Yihye Betifara Vehu Echad Ve'en Sheni Lehamashilo Lehachibilam Beli Reshit Beli Tachalit Velo Haozi Vehamatzira Vehu Eli Vechaigo Wali Vetsuri Chevre Beetitzara Vehu Nisi Umanosli Minati Kosi Beyo Mwekra Beyado Afukidirochim Beeti Ishan Ve'aira Ve'imuruchi Geviyati Adonai li, Adonai li, Adonai li velo ira.
Ah, it's beautiful. Everybody here
Thank
is
you.
clapping.
Then I can sing. Then I can sing one song, one praising song in Uganda.
Okay.
It goes. Mumuntendereze Adonai, tendereza Adonai. Wememe yangenga chali wo mulamu natenderezanga Adonai nayimbango kutendereza Hashem wangenga chali wo temwesiganga balangila newankubadde omwana w'omuntu omuntu ali buyambi bwonna omuka gwe gumuvaamu nadamu ttaka lyekwolwo ebirowoozo bye ne bibula alina omukiso yalina Ashemu wa Yakobo okuba omubezi we asuubira Adonai Hashemu we yakola eggulu n'ensi ennyanja n'ebibirimu byonna akwata amazima Hashemu we yakola eggulu. Oh,
That's beautiful, man.
that's
I
all.
love it. I love it. Who's there with
Thank
you?
you.
Who is there with you?
I'm alone.
Oh, you're alone. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, that was lovely, Benjamin. You have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful voice. Let me
Thank you.
ask you something. You also read the Torah, right?
Yes, I do read the Torah.
So, do you know any of the parsha by heart? Can you sing it for us now?
Parasha in my head.
Anything like you would read in the Torah. Abayudaya, Adon Olam, Moshe lemor.
Oh, can I just get it somewhere? Then I can read it for you.
Do you know anything at the off the top of your head? Any? Do you remember anything?
Oh. Okay. Vaidaber Adonai.
El Moshe.
Vaidaber Adonai el Moshe lemol.
Yeah.
Daber el bnei Israel va'amalta alehem.
Et kabani lachmi. Is that for Rosh Chodesh, the new year?
Yeah,
I think
I
so, right?
I think so.
So Benjamin, when you're in shul, do you know what the word shul means?
When I do what?
Do you know what shul means? It's a
No.
word we use for synagogue. For
Yes.
the what do you call it? The synagogue. What do you call it?
A shul.
Yeah, shul. There we go. So when
Yeah.
you're in shul, like on Shabbat, on the Sabbath, you have aliyahs. People come up, they're called up, and they make a bracha.
Yes, during Torah services, we do have we the Gabayim call
Yeah.
call the Aliyah the Aliyah.
Okay, so it probably be very, very similar to how we do it here. Like you'll come up and you'll go Baruch Hu et Adonai Hambarach, like that.
Baruch Hu et Adonai Mevorach Leolam Va'ed. Exactly.
Baruch, here, finish. Baruch Ata.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachal ban mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et torato Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'torah.
Amen. I just love what you guys are doing there. Now,
Thank you.
do you have Haftarah as well? When you're finished the Kriyah, the reading of the Torah, do you have that little piece at the end called the Haftarah?
Yeah, we the maftil the maftil says
Yes.
the Haftorah.
Okay. So would an independent person be called up? A person be called up to read the Haftarah?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the holidays. Now, you practice all the holidays that I would practice. Do you have Purim?
Pardon?
Do you practice the holiday of Purim?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we read the
You
we
still there?
we read yeah the Megillah, the book of Esther.
Okay. And
Yeah,
you practice Hanukkah, the smaller
we
holiday?
practice we practice all the holidays. The whole
Everything.
the yeah every holiday.
So on Yom Kippur, the night of Yom Kippur, we sing the song Kol Nidre. You're familiar with it?
We sing the what?
So we're talking to Wakibi Benjamin in Uganda, and there are some Wi-Fi issues, but we're just going to push through because it's a wonderful interview. Can you hear me, Benjamin?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So do you know the prayer on Yom Kippur, Kol Nidre?
It's a prayer on Yom Kippur.
Yeah, it's the night of Yom Kippur. Do you know that prayer?
Let me recall it.
Here when we sing it, it sounds like Kol Nidre V'Echesei. It's a very
Oh,
beautiful.
we don't sing it in our synagogue, but we just read it. Called
Okay,
Nedrei.
okay.
Yeah.
And are men and women together in the shul in the same room?
It depends. It depends on the affiliation. The Orthodox community they separate. Men sit aside and women sit aside. In conservative community, we see conservatives sit on the other side. They don't separate. I mean, yes, they separate, but a woman can sit on the anywhere he wants. He can
Okay.
anywhere she wants, and she can even lead the prayers in the synagogue.
Oh, they can lead prayers.
Yeah, in the conservative Judaism.
Where do you pray? Which shul do you pray in?
In a conservative one.
And again, the women can lead the prayers in the conservative one,
Yeah, they can.
but not in Orthodox.
No, not in Orthodox.
Okay. How did you choose to belong to the conservative shul?
It's the movement I grew up in.
Oh, okay. So what did the conservative denomination, what did they bring to Uganda? Were there youth services? Were there youth programs?
The what?
Like when you were growing up in Uganda, you said that the denomination of conservative Judaism, they had an effect on you. They were part of what you were doing in Uganda, right?
Yes.
So would you have had programs for youth? Here we have organizations called NCSY and USY. Did you have such programs in Uganda growing up?
Yeah, yes, we do have the men's clubs, the women's clubs, the youth clubs. Like right now, as I said, there is a, there is a, there's a movement. There's a youth movement called the Abayudaya Teens Associations. It always, which always holds conventions, different teens, yeah, different. I mean, teens from different parts of the world come together to meet for conventions, Shabbatons, workshops, and so on.
Oh wow. What would you want the rest of the world to know, the Jewish world, to know about the Ugandan Jewish community? And is there an area that people can be helpful with? Is there something we can do?
Yes, as the what I want to tell the world is that just know that in Uganda there are Jews in Uganda, but most of the Jewish communities live in remote areas of the community. Right now, as I am the leader, as I am the volunteering leader in the religious aspects of my community, Sameka Kungulu Jewish community, which was founded, which is newly founded, and to honor the Jewish founder, the Jewish founder Sameka, the Jewish founder in Uganda, Sameka Kungulu. Um, we would like we are still growing. This community was formed by 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 the grandsons and granddaughters of what of
Yes.
of Sameka Kungulu to put something which will make generations and generations to remember how powerful what Sameka Kungulu did for the Abayudaya community. So if there is like a support, being a newly founded community, we don't have a permanent synagogue where we where we hold our prayers, but we have somewhere where we can gather for our prayers during Shabbat, morning minyans, festivals, yeah, and also some education.
Okay.
Some parents are being troubled by educating their students. I mean their children, because of because of because of the funding.
Money.
And there has been a lot of illiteracy among the children. So if they can support us, if they can support such 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 parents to take their children to school, it will be also something better. And also, some parents live on a very low income. They do some subsistence farming on low income, being affected by weather changes. So we are having projects that can empower such parents and even women, but we are only limited by funding,
Okay.
by resources. Yeah, say resources.
So what you're saying is that if people want to contribute, if they want to help out, then there are some wonderful opportunities that they can be involved in, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's terrific. Throughout this interview, what I've been trying to figure out is exactly how advanced and how modern the Jewish community of Uganda is. And, I was sort of going on the premise that you would be a bit backwards. There are certain ideas that we have of places like Uganda, which would sort of lead to that belief that things are slow to move and to progress. But what I've found from our interview and from our talk together is that you're pretty much in sync together with the Jewish communities around the world, right? There's not a lot of differences.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a beautiful thing. So I know that over time you have evolved, and you've really done everything you can to bring educators to your community, some from Israel, some from different Jewish communities around the world. So good for you for the work that you've done. And my message here is proud to be a Jew. And honestly, by talking to you, Benjamin, I'm just prouder to be a Jew today. I really am. Okay. Well, as I said, we were conducting this interview with Wakibi Benjamin in Uganda. He's a member of the Jewish community, and it's in rural Uganda, and there's some Wi-Fi issues. And I guess the issue which just culminated into us losing our guest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the show, and I'm going to commit to doing another interview down the road with Wakibi Benjamin, as well as some of his colleagues, because what we're seeing here is really fascinating. I mean, it's pure Judaism. It's beautiful Judaism. It's individuals who are fighting every single day to make their congregations and their community stronger. There's a lot of pride amongst the Jewish community of Uganda, and they've clearly have done an incredible job of building and growing. So if you can help out, please be in touch with me. You can find me at avrum.rosensweig@gmail.com, and I would be more than happy to hook you up with Wakibi Benjamin or the appropriate person in the community itself. I just want to make an announcement about where we're at in terms of the Avrum Rosensweig show this week. It's June 19th as we record this. I am going to be launching together with Rabbi Shlomo Gamora, who is a vice principal at the Jewish Community High School here in Toronto, a show or a subset of this show. And what we will be doing is giving a Devar Torah on the portion of the week. Okay. And the Torah is divided up into 54 sections. Every week there's a different portion. We will be taking the portion of that week, and Rabbi Gamora mostly will be juxtaposing the lessons of that portion with classic literature, Shakespeare, Agnon. He himself is a lover and an expert in Agnon, Shai Agnon, who was a Nobel Prize winner for his literature. He was Israeli. He told me yesterday that when he started learning the Russian authors, that he decided to study Russian and to read it in the original language. So Rabbi Gamora is that sort of person. It's going to be a fascinating series, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think a lot of people will learn for a Jew and non-Jew, and I think it'll just make us prouder to be Jews, which is our goal here. So thank you so much for listening. It was delightful, just delightful to have Wakibi Benjamin together with us. And I commit to doing it again. You've been listening to the Avrum Rosensweig show. I look forward to being with you again. Sei gesund, Yiddish for take care. We'll see you again soon.